Have you ever seen this movie? I'm guessing a lot of you said yes. It came out in 1993, so I was about the same age as the kids in this movie. Good thing I already feel really old. Anywho, I had it on the other night while I was grading papers, just as background noise, and there's one particular scene in the movie I never really paid attention to until now for some reason. It's when this main character, Max Dennison, had a terrible first day at his new school in Salem, Massachusetts after getting shot down by the woman of his dreams, and he rides his bicycle home through a cemetery. It's this scene. Well, it occurred to me that millions of people have watched this movie every year around spooky season, but I'm guessing not too many people have ever given a second thought as to who this headstone actually belongs to, because it's a legit headstone and not a prop. And because I will do anything to get out of grading papers, I thought I would spend a few minutes telling you the life story of the people listed on the Hocus Pocus headstone. And there's a very surprising twist at the end I was not expecting. It belongs to two people, a man and his wife. And the man is Archibald Sinclair, very dashing name, but because I've been researching him pretty solid for a week, I've just been calling him Archie. Archie's dad was from Scotland, but his mother was a native of Marblehead, Massachusetts, which is just over Salem Harbor from actual Salem. And they filmed this scene in Marblehead at the Old Burial Hill Cemetery. Archie was born in 1780 in Marblehead, and to give you an idea of how long ago that was, he was just 3 when the Revolutionary War ended. In his late teenage years, Archie became a fisherman, so he would spend weeks out at sea before returning home, and when he's 23 years old, he marries a local 18-year-old girl named Rebecca Tucker. They have 6 kids together, 3 girls and 3 boys. The girls are listed as keeping house for the rest of their lives, but the boys had one of really only 2 jobs you could have at Marblehead at that time. You could work at the shoe factories, or you could be a fisherman. Their sons, George and William, both worked at shoe factories, much like this. George was specifically a cordwainer, which means he handled the leather for making the new shoes. But their son, Archibald Jr., became a fisherman who spent most of his time on a schooner much like this, fishing out of Marblehead. On September 19, 1846, when Archibald Jr. was 40 years old, a terrible hurricane hit just off the coast of Canada, specifically Grand Bank. Way the heck up there. 65 men and 11 fishing vessels from Marblehead were lost in the storm, and they never found Archibald Jr.'s body. Archie Sr. continued to be a fisherman long into his 70s, but now he's listed as also being blind. I don't know if there was an accident or just from DNA, but I can't imagine having that job with no eyesight. Also in his 70s, his beloved wife Rebecca passes away at the age of 67 in 1853 when the stone was placed here from cancer in the stomach. But Archie would far outlive his wife, dying in 1870 at the age of 90 from old age. So here's the part I thought was a little surprising. Remember this character in the movie, Max Dennison? Well, Archie's actual mother's name was Elizabeth Dennison. So I don't know if the screenwriters really did their homework and decided to name one of the main characters after the guy on the headstone's mom, or if this is just some wacky coincidence. But either way, next time you watch this movie, now you know a little bit more about the silent characters listed on the Hocus Pocus headstone.